All right, so example 4, a rock is thrown into the air off a cliff, and it travels upward before turning around and falling into the ocean. It has an initial velocity of 10 meters per second and a height off of the cliff of 50 meters above the water. There's the 50, by the way, you guys. There's the 10 meters per second, too. Its height can be modeled by, so let's visualize this. Okay, here's our cliff. Starts out at 50 feet above. So this is actually our height here. Height, or h of x, right? Starts off at 50 feet, and you throw it, and it actually forms a parabola. At some point, it's going to hit, and this is actually the time in seconds. So you can see that the y-intercept, the y-intercept is 0, 50 is my y-intercept. And it's happening on the y-axis, or the height axis, okay? In this case, this is the same thing. H of x equals y. This is my y-axis. My x-axis is time in seconds. What do we call this point right here, where it reaches a maximum point and then it turns around? Yes, we call this point here the vertex. And so they're asking us, what is the maximum height of the rock? When does it reach that height? So we want to calculate the vertex. From before, who can tell me that vertex occurs on the axis of symmetry, which is x equals negative b over 2a. Okay? That's actually going to be when. And the height is going to be how high, the maximum height. So the maximum height is h of x, or y, and when is our x value. X equals negative b over 2a. So let's start with finding that axis of symmetry. X equals negative b over 2a. So what is negative b over 2a? Tell me the numbers to plug in, please. 10 is b. So negative 10 over 2 times negative 4.9. And you notice that negative divided by a negative is a positive, okay? So on my calculator, I'm going to type in negative 10 divided by, now, one thing I need you to be really careful about, I'm sorry that that's not showing up better. Maybe I could turn on a light. Oh, I don't know where the light is. There. Oh, that works. Ooh, nice. Okay, negative 10. Now, if I want to divide by that whole thing, I'm going to need to use some parentheses. 2 times negative, remember that negative sign here, negative 4.9.